second, okay?
If you assume food bloggers present impeccably plated dishes most of the time, you probably guessed wrong. I mean, I can't speak for others, but I certainly don't, especially with all that goes on in my life. Because I cook so often, I keep Sunday breakfast simple. Today, it's scrambled eggs with pancakes. For the same reason, I try to cook less on the weekends, as a way to take a break from a passion that may also be considered work. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I love Vietnamese sandwiches, and I'm a huge coffee snob, so this made the perfect pair for my Sunday lunch. As if I don't work enough during the weekdays, I often work on the weekends as well, to meet deadlines from my 9-to-5 job or my YouTube channel. This Sunday, Steve took my kids over to my in-laws, so I made dinner in less than 10 minutes using frozen unagi eel and slapped it on top of sushi rice with rice seasoning that I brought home from my Japan trip. I keep my dinners very simple when I'm the only one eating. The same day, I had promised my elder one that I'd use the remaining ripe bananas to make her banana muffins for breakfast. So here I am, baking muffins at 10 p.m. And yes, I am that Asian woman who stores her pots and pans in her oven, hence the mess here. So on a good day, I'd mix all the dry ingredients together first before I fold them into the wet ingredients. But gosh, I was too tired for that tonight, so I just threw it all in. Relax, the muffins still came out good. I do have a recipe for them on rackoflam.com, so in hindsight, I probably should be leaving this note on my recipe. When you do anything after 9 p.m., you start to forget things, like promising your kid that you'd add chocolate morsels to some of the muffins. Well, at least breakfast for tomorrow morning is ready. And tomorrow is Dreadful Monday! I paired my coffee with a Magic Mind shot, which I featured in a previous video. These are basically doctors validated and science-backed mental performance shots that help your mental and physical health by reducing anxiety and stress and enhancing your mood and focus. It contains 100% safe ingredients like organic ceremonial grade matcha and mushrooms organically grown in California. I know that these shots are not a quick fix, but I'm putting myself through a 7-day challenge to see how these shots help with my sleep deprivation and low energy levels. Basically, all the things a full-time busy working mama has to endure.
And now, may I ask, do you know what I'm making her? Is it ketchup with water? Or is it gochujang with water? I also boil some fish ball, and I also cook some frozen shrimp. I add some flat noodles into the bowl, and then I add some green leafy vegetables or choy choy into the bowl. And then here is where the magic happens. I add this red water. And here's my laksa.
Okay, that was a bit corny, but this is a very delicious spicy coconut curry noodle soup. It is Monday, so dinner's gonna be one of those set it and forget it type things. I'm making my Hainanese chicken rice or hoi lam gai fan, which is the easiest recipe you'll find out there. It's on my blog, so go check it out now. I always accompany my hoi nam gai fan with gyeongyong or ginger scallion sauce. So I guess it's a partially set it and forget it night because the ginger scallion sauce requires quite a lot of chopping. Hoi nam gai fan with gyeongyong is one of my kids' favorite meals. They devour everything, every single time. It's only Tuesday. Ugh. I worked till 2 a.m. last night, so first things first, a bold cup with condensed milk and a magic mind shot. It's one of those days when I felt like a walking zombie, and the shot helped me experience an immediate boost in energy levels. As you guys may already know if you follow me on Instagram, roast pork bun is my favorite Chinese bao.
Want water? Okay.
I bought these from a nearby Chinese restaurant, anticipating that I'd be craving them the next morning, and I did. Ever since I was introduced to these gyozas by Twin Marquee, I fell in love with them. I'll link above a video I made with 5 sauce recipes for these dumplings. And for dinner that night, I just made a quick dish with what I found in my fridge. Chicken thighs with sliced onions and a side of greens. Gotta add some color, know what I'm saying? Alrighty, so I've got the silky chicken or wu gai in the pot, and I'm just gonna parboil this before I make ginseng soup with it. So I just parboiled the silky chicken and I just rinsed it with some cold water. And something that you guys might not know is whole chickens are sold with their booty hole. It's actually this pointy part right here. I'm not sure if you can see, but this is it. This is their booty. And some people are fans of it. I am not. I actually don't think that it smells all that great. And it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So what I usually do is I just snip it off before I cook with it or make soup. So unless you're a fan of booty hole, please cut it off. Now it's ready for my silky chicken ginseng soup. This is astragalus root or buckeye. And I usually put about, 15 to 20 pieces of this. I don't count, I ain't got no time to count. So I'm just gonna grab 2 handfuls of those. This is American ginseng or Yansum. I usually put about 5 to 6 pieces of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be good enough. According to my dad, who makes this quite often, and this is actually his recipe, the American ginseng can be reused, or so he calls it. 翻煲，即係煲完可以再煲多幾次，咁唔會嘥啊嘛。4、6、8、10、12、14、16、18、20啦。咁20粒紅棗應該夠啦。我唔知點解我講緊英文無端端講廣東話，但係唔緊要啦。You guys will figure it out。而家咧就要加啲水。咁而家咧我會加大概8個 cup of water。That was totally Chinglish right there。8杯水，就有4杯。咁加咗8杯水左右咧，依家就加啲薑同埋
一啲鹽。OK，而家咧我就會攞嚟燉8至10個鐘啦。
Steve's gonna be away for work for a few days this week, so I'm home doing everything all by myself with the kids. I dropped off both kids at school, came back and did some quick cleaning, then started the workday with my usual cup of iced coffee with condensed milk. The Magic Mind Shots have been helping me get through the week, which was jam-packed with deadlines and kids. And for breakfast, I quickly scarfed down leftover eggs and an unappealing pancake I quickly whipped up with the remaining pancake batter. It is now 9 a.m. and that's when I log on to work. Yeah! When Steve's away and my kids are in school, leaving me all alone at home, I can care less what I eat, honestly. Typically, I just heat up something I find in the freezer, like sky and pancakes. I also heated up the silky chicken ginseng soup I made the prior night, and that was my lunch.
Daddy didn't have it yet.
My daughter came home and asked me for some snacks, so I figured I'd have some myself. It's pretzels and popcorn. For dinner, I kept it easy and made a tofu stew. Like a blink of an eye, it is already Thursday. It felt kind of cool this morning, so I made a hot cappuccino with these Peet's Nespresso pods. My old electric frother started peeling, so just to be safe, I got a new one by Bodum. Is it Bodum or Bottom? Anywho, they make some great stuff. My electric kettle is by them too. I'll link it below for those who are interested. I made a quick stop at the Asian supermarket during lunchtime to pick up some groceries, then stopped by the bakery for a tasubao and bubble tea. Shortly after, I had another bowl of my wu gai yan sam tong. For dinner, I made chicken legs that were sitting in my fridge for 2 days, some bok choy, and salmon that I picked up from the market. This is really bad for you, yes I know, but I snacked on some chips while working on a big project for my 9 to 5. I had a big deadline approaching, so stayed up till 2 a.m. again working. Sigh.
What? Yeah.
TGIF. Steve's still away, so I fed the kids in the morning, made fried rice for my elder one's lunch within 5 minutes, got them dressed and ready for school. Then out the door we went. I returned home to some peace and quiet, so I made a hot matcha latte using this hack. I frothed up some milk in my frother after adding some quality matcha powder. Then I add some sugar into a glass or mug, dissolve them with some boiling water from my Bodum or Bottom electric kettle, then pour in the matcha milk mixture. This is seriously one of the best caffeinated drinks you can ask for. First of all, it tastes good. Secondly, it's packed with healthy benefits. A good cup of matcha latte always makes me do my happy dance. On top of that, it's Friday. Oh yeah. I followed my matcha latte with a Magic Mind shot.
I actually prefer this chilled in the fridge than to have it room temperature. If you guys are interested, please check out the details in the description box below. And yeah, cheers to health.
For lunch, I ordered myself a poke bowl from one of my favorite poke spots with spicy salmon and raw salmon as my 2 protein choices. It was pretty warm that day, hence the cold lunch, which also made me crave something sweet. So I dug up these old mochi ice cream from my fridge, which you can probably tell because they look a little frosty. For dinner that night, I made siyokai using leg quarters, which you can find on rackoflam.com as well. This is a much easier way to make soy sauce chicken, and honestly, I think the recipe is pretty spot on. To ensure the chicken is fully cooked through, I'm using this ThermoPro Lightning 1-second instant read meat thermometer. I love how it turns on, I love its super fast speed to response, and I love the 180-degree rotating display. This is by far the most modern meat thermometer I've ever owned. If you're interested in getting yourself one, head to the description box below to purchase through my affiliate link. Well, good to know that my chicken is cooked. I've already thickened up some of the sauce and I'm gonna baste the chicken skin with it, so it's extra flavorful. We spent the weekend in Delaware and I totally forgot to film the free traditional American breakfast, which was pretty lackluster. But we did have some decent seafood dishes for lunch. We ordered fish tacos, raw oysters and clams, seaweed salad, shrimp, lobster, and many more. And for dinner, we had Thai food at Sticky Rice. We ordered satay chicken skewers, a ginormous papaya salad, spring rolls that disappointingly came with these 4 half pieces, a plate of pad see ew for me and my kids, and for Steve, a very spicy green curry over white rice. And that's a wrap. That's the end of day 7. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe, and visit rackoflam.com for more food stuff. Thanks so much for watching.